there's a huge fire that they're putting out in the Bronx, New York, and I'm doing this because I know the area. It's University Heights, it's North Central Bronx. I've lived on numerous occasions up in Mount Vernon, which is Westchester, just south of White Plains. You might know about this area. It's very populated, very influential, you could say, Westchester, and then you got, on the other side, there's Long Island, you got Danbury, Connecticut, and the whole section of Connecticut, that county right there is one of the richest counties in the country and in the world. But you've got the Bronx over there, which is situated between all that and on the way to Manhattan, the city proper. The Bronx, it has a mixture of things. It's changed over the years. But what I'm looking at now is this fire, and basically it's a 5-alarm fire. It's ruined numerous stores, so it was in a commercial area. There are reported deaths and injuries, at least one that I would confirm. It was a 67-year-old woman. They are evacuating people because of the smoke danger. Children that were in the school are in a gymnasium. They're being held there for their own protection. Now, what does this mean? Also, by the way, they just had a fire on Monday in Mount Hope in the Bronx, and that was a pretty big fire. So all these fires going on in the Bronx, in various cities. Remember last week there was a huge fire in Los Angeles. And the thing about fires is that, I just want to say this in conclusion, the cities aren't made right. The cities are made very dangerous. It's like a powder keg with all this infrastructure that they don't make properly. I think they should just clear the slate, you know, but they can't do that, see? And it also would get rid of the cockroaches, because you can't kill cockroaches in these fires. They just continue to thrive. There's always a crevice that they can go into. They're more adaptable and more superior in some ways to humans, cockroaches, and the rats. So you look at the vermin and the pests that are just breeding in the cities, they're actually better at survival than the people themselves. There are many more. If you took a census count of the vermin, that would be in the billions, possibly even higher than that. So in a city of like several million or 10 million, you've got billions of these pests, and there's no way to get rid of them. What you have to do is build cities from the ground up. We need new cities. And for one, I'm thinking about New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem would never burn. I'm not talking about Old Jerusalem. That's a different thing. That's a historical, you can't resuscitate that. It's interesting for the study that it can be in archaeology, tourism. I think we should look at sites like that. I think the Bronx, even though there's so many people living there, just turn it into a museum. And it's not just that. LA, Miami, Chicago, St. Louis, Ferguson, turn everything into a museum. Put a wall around it, put a dome over it so it can't fumigate outwards, can't pollute everything. Take everyone out, or just let them fade away if they decide to stay in the city. And the transition needs to happen. We need to have a plan. The president needs to do that, to transition people. I don't want to hear children that are that loud. I mean, is this the typical public school atmosphere where people are just talking out of unison? It's this big chit-chat cacophony? And that's what's in the Bronx. That's what's in every city. No wonder why fires start. I'm in a place right now which has the same potential. You can see the background. But my background is not always this. You see me, check out my videos. I've got almost 8,000 videos, and on this channel over 3,000. Look at it. You get different kinds of backgrounds. I go to better places. Right now I just happen to be here. See? The crazy monkey. What are you That's not funny. You're a human being spirit. You have to uphold your dignity. You are the people that start fires because of your chaos and your carelessness and joking around. Folks take everything more seriously. I try to train my own, and I'm explaining it to everyone else out there. These fires have a reason that they start. People die, people suffer, but that's the environment that you choose to live in. It's not their fault. It's the fault of the politicians and the builders. They don't provide anything better. So we need to replace them. We need to go into something new. Make cities that can't burn. That's my message. Thanks for listening.